Alright, so welcome back to another video. Now, World Finals is happening in less than an hour when I'm uploading this. So I'm going to go over everything that you need to know and all the news that we currently know about Monster Jam World Finals 21. So, up first, we are going to be looking at, I'm actually going to save this for a bit later. If I could get rid of that, okay? So, where we're at right now is we're going to start with going over your lineups for all three competitions. I went over these with predictions and stuff in a previous video, so go look at that. But this is just a quick overview because we don't have a lot of time until World Finals begins. So in high jump, we have Bari Musauer, Corey Remmel, Cynthia Gautier, Jim Kohler, Kristen Anderson, Ryan Anderson, Todd LeDuc, and Tom Meents. More information, we know Corey Remmel and Jim Kohler have heavier trucks and got the final, or should I say, the last place 2 slots in the last high jump. Cynthia Gautier was world champion in the last high jump, and Kristen Anderson currently holds the world record for highest monster truck jump. Now we're moving to the skills challenge, which is going to be Armando Castro, Tristan England, Camden Murphy, Todd LeDuc, Ryan Anderson, Tom Meents, Tyler Menninga, and Brandon Vincent. What we know about this is that Armando Castro is not in the main lineup, but is still in skills, which is interesting. Tom Meents was your last world skills champion, and I believe Brandon Vincent had the highest average for skills, so we'll just have to see how that plays out. And then finally we have our racing and freestyle bracket, which is Ryan Anderson, Weston Anderson, Caleb Blood, Jim Kohler, Brianna Mahan, and then so on and so forth. I'll just scroll through the final of them. So with this lineup of 24, there are a few things we know. We know Weston and Caleb Blood are going to struggle in racing because Caleb Blood broke in practice and was the only driver to underjump the gap. And Weston Anderson would not have had some good attempts in qualifying specifically. Practice, I'm pretty sure he said he did, but not qualifying. So we'll have to see how that ends up playing out. Apart from that, there's not too much we know about this main lineup. But there are some new things with some of these independent trucks, such as Nick Pagliarulo, John Gordon, and Jamie Garner, that we'll be looking at towards the end of the video, as well as Jim Kohler and a couple others. Apart from that, there's not really too much to say about this. Now we will, actually, last World Finals, your racing champion was Jimmy Creighton, who is not here, but just in second place, who I think personally should have won, was Bari Musauer. So he was your last, what I would call, racing champion, and we'll have to see how that plays out. And then last time in second place at World Finals Freestyle would be Camden Murphy. And for all of these competitions, what we know as well is that we will have 3 professional judges, who are Dennis Anderson, Scott Douglas, and Lindsay Reed. Now we have our qualifying placements and racing bracket, which looks just like this. We have Weston Anderson versus Jamie Garner, Tristan England versus Caleb Blood, Ryan Anderson versus Nick Pagliarulo, Cole Bernard versus Jim Kohler, John Gordon versus Corey Remmel, Brandon Vincent versus Cynthia Gautier, Charlie Pocket and Brianna Mahan, and Bryce Kenny and Kristen Anderson, with your 8 qualifying advances being Tom Meents, Bari Musauer, Camden Murphy, Todd LeDuc, Cody Saucier, Adam Anderson, Tyler Menninga, and Mark List. What we know about this is that Tom Meents was fastest and Cody Saucier was second fastest. I believe that they were the only drivers who were able to go in under 31 seconds time. So obviously they're probably going to have a good advantage coming into this event. Apart from that, we'll really just have to see how it plays out because this is a brand new track, so we don't know who'll do better than others. But we do know that Weston Anderson and Caleb Blood will be at somewhat of a disadvantage here. So that's really what there is to say about qualifying, and this is your racing bracket. And then as well as that, we have our skills order, which is Brandon Vincent, then Armando Castro, then Tyler Menninga, then Ryan Anderson, then Tom Meents, then Tristan England, then Camden Murphy, and ending it off is Todd LeDuc, who personally I think is going to get last place there, so that's kind of rough. Brandon Vincent, who had the highest average, is going to be going first, though. And the earlier you go and do something good, the higher the score you're going to get. So the odds of Brandon Vincent winning here is going to be very, very high, I would say. So Brandon Vincent most likely to probably win skills, which is happening on the first and in less than an hour. Oh, that's actually the stuff I was going to show you. We have some new truck reveals that we will be looking at in just a second. This is all just a bunch of new stuff. There's going to be a brand new kind of world record thing that I don't completely understand. Here's some new stuff. After 5 hours, tour, sorry, new trucks, it all ends here. Now, this is something else. I said set 4 p.m. because that's my time. Mountain Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time starts at 7, but it's still in less than an hour no matter what. So that is how that will all play out there. And then talking other stuff, we'll just have to look at this first. So we have some new trucks revealed. This is a Monster Jam Reels video here. Because I didn't want to go back to the whole 6-hour thing, which I was there live for. This is the new Vendetta scheme. I honestly like the original one more. I don't really understand what this one's going for. It looks kind of strange. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like this one as much, but I mean it's cool to see some new schemes out here. We see this Avenger, which I'm pretty sure you've already seen, but the new Avenger is this one, the 25th anniversary style, white with green flames. I've always noticed that Jim Color's paint jobs are either super complex, like the fire one, or super basic, which I don't really think is a bad thing. I think they're pretty cool, but I'm not sure if this is quite an anniversary truck, but it's cool to see another new Avenger. That's like 12 or 13 or something like that. And we also have this one, which we saw run in 2017. With this body, before it said 20th on the top, so I bet it will say 25th here. All kinds of different panels from Avenger as well. Then we have Gravedigger, which is super exciting here. We have the red primer Gravedigger, and then it just goes down the line. 40th anniversary, the Legend, I believe that's 30th at the top, Grandma, another 40th, maybe it's all 40th actually, regular, and that's what's super exciting. The 3D purple 30th is there, which means it's pretty likely to run in the Encore. I'm convinced that every single one of these diggers will be in the Encore. I'm not sure how, because I know there's only 6 digger drivers this year, but they also said that Dennis Anderson would be in it, in the actual, like, preview thing. They said they wanted to get Dennis in there. I'm not sure if they are or not. Oh, that's 25th anniversary, actually. I didn't notice that. And Morgan Kane, I'm 90% sure is going to be there, because Morgan Kane did some interviewing and stuff, and he's on the digger team, and they said they would bring back some retired digger drivers to help with the Encore, which is going to be freestyle night. Tonight, I believe is actually a halftime show. It's going to be the reverse stunt done by Tom Mentz. I'm sorry, wow, okay. So that's where we're at right now. With that, I'm super excited to see how the Digger Encore will go down tomorrow night. Then we have this new truck, Recreation, which is very similar to Recreational by Team Hot Wheels. Not Team Hot Wheels, but Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live, that diecast series. This is a Team Tomfoolery truck. The other truck is Recreational. This is just Recreation. Very cool 3D RV body. We see this on the front. We see a raccoon in there. If you can see, there's 2 bears right there. Another raccoon up there. As you can see, just some logos on the back. Team Tomfoolery is usually one with the star as well. So a very cool new truck for Team Tomfoolery, but that's not it, because as you saw earlier, we have a new blue-red Kraken, which kind of surprised me. I would have expected still a green one or a red one, like a real squid would be, but it's actually blue and red. And then we see our first ever red Jester, which I don't think it's as nice as the other ones. This might end up being my least favorite, but I don't really like the red on red that it has, and I think red just is a bit too dark, which doesn't really make sense why I liked purple more, but I just kind of did. So that's where we're at with Team Tomfoolery. We have this brand new truck, the official St. Jude truck. St. Jude truck. I'm talking way too fast. This is a 1 in 5,000 on Monster Jam Superstore. It might have been 10,000. So this was made by an actual St. Jude cancer survivor patient, and it was a competition where you would draw a monster truck design, and then they chose one. This was a few years ago. That would become real life. Now at World Finals 21, they made it happen with this new St. Jude monster truck called Emoji Strong. This truck here As you can see, there's different things. He talks about all these different and what they mean. I don't really remember what he said though. But this is an official truck that I believe they said will be running sometime. And it's an official truck that has driven before on the actual World Finals track, just not competitively. When you order it on the Monster Jam Superstore, a % of your order will be donated to St. Jude. So that's a very cool new concept that they did here. And I'm very excited to see if this truck will do races and stuff in the future. Then we have the 30th anniversary Monster Jam truck. Now this truck is going to be very big deal. This is what Tom Meents is going to be using tonight as the halftime show, where he's going to go, it's actually front engine as well. He's going to hammer it in reverse, and then just like how they do the forward momentum backflips and the front flips, there's a little kicker ramp for the tires that's going to kick this truck while he's going in reverse. It's going to kick him backwards and get a reverse momentum backflip, like kind of both. Or sorry, a reverse forward momentum backflip. That's what I meant to say. It's very complicated, but it's going to be very interesting to see the first reverse stunt. Obviously, though, this stunt is way outdone by the Gravedigger thing. Gravedigger, the Team Digger, always manages to put on the craziest encores, but we're not done there with those two trucks because we have more. We have this brand new overboard that I think looks absolutely amazing. Is it kind of strange to see an overboard that's not black or white? Yes, but I think this blue, this like chrome blue that Jamie Garner decided to use works very, very well with the already colorful truck, because before it was like half black, half colorful. Now it's all colorful, and I think it looks very good for Jamie Garner. This nice blue, and the fact that it's chrome looks even better. So that's the new overboard with new bead locks as well, that we will see not performing, well, kind of. We will see it competing as well as that light blue Jester at this next event. Then we have a brand new Bad Company monster truck. As you can see on the back, long live Scott Hartsock. What is going on? Long live Scott Hartsock. 30-year anniversary as well. As you know, who passed away last year. And I'm not a huge fan of this new Bad Company. It's regular Bad Company, but without the star pattern all over it, or whatever that pattern was. But it's orange instead of black. I'm not a huge fan of it, honestly. I like the black one much better. And then we have for Team Throttle Monster, apart from just that Vendetta, we have this new reveal of the Velociraptor monster truck to be driven by David Olfert either this year or next year. This one looks absolutely incredible while also being absolutely terrifying. That giant mouth, those big old claws. Seeing this in person would also be just as scary. Personally though, not entirely, but as some aspects, like this mouse nose piece here, and this eye, and the purple beadlocks down here, I think this truck looks better than Jurassic Attack. Both the revived one and the original one. So that's everything that we know about World Finals 21 so far, and all the major things that we know, I should say. So we'll just have to see how things go down. There's 50 minutes until the official time begins. And we'll just have to see how World Finals 21 plays out. We see some awesome new trucks from the pit party and all kinds of stuff. And we know the encore's happening tonight. And the official judges that will be judging everything going down. 50% official, 50% fan judging. Only time will tell what will happen at World Finals 21. And only in a little bit of time. Because we only have about 50 minutes remaining.